Hey, to anyone watching on playback, thank you so much for tuning in. There's no video this week, unfortunately, because I was making videos this week. I was in the YouTube space on Wednesday and I made hella tons of videos, and it was very tiring. So that's why there's no stream on Wednesday. I was supposed to stream when I was at the YouTube space. I forgot because I was running behind schedule. And then I had a gig the next day as well, so it was very intense. So Monday, Tuesday was intense rehearsals. Um, Tuesday night was me preparing for the YouTube space because there was a lot of videos that needed to be filmed, and then Thursday was my show. Yesterday was Friday, and yesterday I was just trying to like recalibrate myself as a human being. I had a few things to do, like life wise, like I don't know, like the little things. I don't know, pick up dry cleaning that had been there forever. Sort out my washing machine, sort out everything that needed to be done as like little human Janet that I forget exists. Also tidy my room a bit because it was a mess. Um, yeah. So hey to everyone in the comments. How are we doing? What time is it there? It's 10. So I totally slept in today because it was my first lie-in this week. So I got up really early yesterday, actually. Are you feeling better? I am. My nose is still a bit weird. Don't know why. And you might need to get it looked at because it's just not doing what it should do. Listening to your voice saved my life when I was in college. So thank you. Look, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much for sharing. I never know what to say to this thing. 4 a.m. here. Whoa, Eric, go to bed. Hello from France. Hello, Dimitri. It's 11 a.m. here. Oh, hey, Rick. Um, hey, Leona, Nathan. Hello from Africa. Wow, that's amazing. What happened to your Twitch channel? It's still there. I've got to go collect today. I've got this adapter. I realized that my Connect needed an adapter because everyone was saying, why don't you just use a different webcam? But the Xbox I got just doesn't seem to want to use anything except the Connect. So I'm like, okay, I need to get an adapter. So I went on Microsoft the other day because I was going to buy an alternative version of it. And I was like, no, I'm going to buy the actual Microsoft version. And it took quite a while to get here. And it finally did. And I wasn't here to collect it. So I've got to go to the post office depot thing, collect my Xbox thing, and I'm going to do that this weekend. Hopefully Sunday. I'm just going to sit down, play some Xbox, set it up. Don't know if it will be working enough for me to play because I need to get there's lots of things that go into the whole streaming side of things. I didn't realize. Hey, Psychodemon! Nice to see you. Good morning, Damien. 5 a.m. It's lit. Hey. Anyone who's on Twitter, could you please tweet me the link? I'm gonna just do like the social thing that I always forget to do because I'm Janet and I'm really bad at social media. So that would be insane if you could. Yeah. I'm also gonna just do like a quick photograph here for my Instagram. Because I'm on Instagram. Hey, we are live streaming. There's comments from people. Come join. Beep. Yeah, so if someone sends me the link, that'd be cool. What color are your eyes? I'm colorblind. I can't tell. My eyes are like in direct sunlight. They're very clear blue, bluish gray. Normally you cannot see the color of them though because I'm very light sensitive, so my pupils are always huge, so it looks like I'm on drugs all the time. So whenever I go out in direct sunlight I sneeze a lot because of the light change. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, David. Hey Janet. Hey Nico. So let me just explain. I was making videos in the YouTube space. I made 8 videos in the YouTube space. It was intense. I've never ever made videos like that. I've never said to myself, "Oh, right, we're gonna make this video. 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 We're gonna make in a day." Oh, hey Belle. I never ever had done that before. And one of them was a music video. One of them was like a slam poem. And a few other ones were a bit more fun. I got my housemate in as well. It was really fun. So I've got a lot of editing to do. So I've got to like they're mega files as well because we got Jeff Cockwell in. He's a he did the December Days music video and he did the Autonet song and he came Slantra and he like filmed the whole thing. So I'm gonna have some massive files from this Blackmagic camera that I'm gonna have to try and edit. Which is gonna be insane because Janet is not a video editor. You've seen the Janet videos; they are just messing around. Hey, I say someone might have tweeted me. Thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate it. Copy link. Thanks for doing my social media for me. I'm live. Hi, I'm Janet. I'm like the worst YouTuber ever. Do you still write poems? Yes, I do. The problem with the poems lately was the word I was going for. One sec. Live. And I say flip up. Ding, 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 ding. Paste. Done. Beep, beep, beep. I'm like being really antisocial here. I'm doing social media. Yeah, so the problem with the poems is like, I just write them. Just like, don't think about it. Just write the poem. Edit it to my own style. Make it my own thing. And then I read it to someone. And that's when I find out whether or not it is appropriate for my YouTube channel or not, right? So I write things that aren't about my life. Sometimes I write things about like little stories in my mind. And I just like, I don't know, it's poetry. I just like to write the words that come to my brain. But I will read them to some people and they're like, Janet, it's a little bit dark for the internet. And I'm like, oh no, but dark poems. And I'm like, no, Janet, that's a little bit dark for the internet. I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not gonna put that on. Hey, Craig, nice to see you. So I will like not do that. So I wrote a few, which meant I had to write like double the amount of poetry recently, just to hopefully stumble upon something that wasn't so dark. I don't mean to be dark. My brain's not that dark. I just, yeah. I want to hear the dark ones. Well, the comment section is always really boring on the dark ones. It's always like, she needs to get help. She's clearly depressed. I'm like, no. Could you read a poem to us? Let me see if I've got any on my back date. I'm not going to read you the ones that I did at the YouTube space. There's some really dark ones. So I'll give you an example of like one of the dark ones. This, now that I can actually preface this, none of these are about this one. Not none of them, because most of them are about my life. This one's not my life. This was just like, I sat down, I had a pen in my hand, and I just was like, nice mug, thank you. And I just wrote a story that was a poem. So I'm just gonna read this, and it's not my life. Let's just, yeah. Okay. I'd rather hear my mother's voice on the end of the telephone than wait around for a response that might never come. I'd rather get the train on my own to see the movie I waited all year for, instead of shotgun in his car with one hand on the wheel and one in mine. I'd rather fall for the fictional character in my favourite novel, for when I open the page I know exactly where he is. I'd rather go to church at 8 a.m. on a Sunday than have him bring me breakfast in bed as an apology for what he did the night before. I'd rather write a million love songs about being lonely than have to sing that stupid song I wrote because you told me to. I'd rather wear jeans on a summer day because I still hear you say that I'm asking for something bad to happen in that denim skirt. I'd eat dinner on my own on a Saturday night than go out to that fancy restaurant and have you question my order with eyes scanning, radiating judgment. I'd rather catch that bad sunburn on an August day than have to conceal the marks he left from forgetting that he shouldn't grasp my arm as tightly as he does his bottle. I'd rather bite my tongue than tell another what he's done, only to see the disappointment flash over their faces. I'd rather shudder from the sound of thunder on my own than flinch at the sound of a door slam at 6 o'clock. I'd rather be alone than on my own and lonely without you. Then lonely with you, so it's lonely. But yeah, sorry, I messed up that. That's fine. Anyway, there you go. There's a poem from Janet's brain, which is not mine. Yeah. Yeah. So the whole poem is basically, because it's not my life, I can explain it. It's this girl was dating a guy. Obviously, like it's a not good relationship. He's just a judgmental, terrible person. Like, oh, you're ordering that? Look at you. And that kind of one of those men who like there's a hint at relationship abuse. I didn't want to like take it too far into the physical abuse thing, so it's like he grasps the bottle as tightly as he does my arm. So it's like, because some people just like will do that. You see it, and I've seen it, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah. Anyway, not me, not my life. But I'm really excited. One of the ones I did at the YouTube space is like super duper intense. It's like everyone was joking. They were like, mic drop at the end, because I don't really do um the slam poetry stuff. I just write poems, but I did a slam poem, which was really fun. I loved it, and it's rhymey and stuff. Stay out of those relationships forever, yeah. I met you briefly at your show this week. You're great and an amazing performance. Chris, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming down. It was such an amazing night. Bye, Leona. The London gig, how did it go? It was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So I've been to the venue before loads of times to watch people play there. Cause it's very small. It's very nice because you can like go watch an artist and you feel like you're just there, just playing in your living room. It was great. I got there and I just died because I was like, we didn't think this through, Janet, because we're gonna have to like sit here and like we're gonna see everyone. Like we have no escape. You're just going to, yeah. And I knew from everyone tweeting me, I was like, I know them, 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 I know them very well. I know them very well. I had a room of people that I love and care about there, which is always true, but this was such an intimate gig that it was like, I really knew the audience. So I was just terrified. Just absolutely terrified. So my sound check, I was dying. I was like, my voice doesn't sound good. I'd only had like one rehearsal really. So I was just like, oh great. So I felt, because I only had the one rehearsal, I was like, oh my god, I didn't feel as prepared as I wanted to feel, but it wasn't a tour, so you can't really justify more than one, more than one like rehearsal. So I just was so afraid. I was like, I feel bad. I don't want to let anyone down. So for like 2-3 hours before the gig, just no one talked to me. I was in a state of just. I forgot that I still get that way, because this year I haven't done that many gigs or anything, and I just forgot that that's how I am before gigs. There was a point where I just needed to get pizza, but I wasn't ready to be a person yet, like at all. Like I couldn't even talk to my manager, I couldn't talk to my band, I couldn't talk to anyone. I was like, I'm so afraid to perform. And I ended up like having to send someone out to get pizza, because I could see there was people lined up to come in, and I was really like excited. But I was like, if I go out, I will want to say hello to everybody, but then they're gonna meet me when I'm like having a mini panic attack and stuff. So I was just very, very scared. But the gig itself went really well. It wasn't my best vocal performance. It wasn't my best human being on stage performance. I, for the first time in a long time, like forgot how to like, I don't know, like explain the songs, not explain the songs, have a bit of banter and things. I forgot how to do that, so I was very socially awkward. Do you remember me? I met you 3 times, but I was really awkward. Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't be, everyone thinks that they're more awkward than they really are. Only Janet could cover a Linkin Park and the Jungle Book at the same gig. It was incredible. The Jungle Book was definitely one of my highlights from the whole gig. Yeah, I loved that. And everyone was so kind. Like, I don't know what I've done to deserve like such kind like fans. I'm saying, but they're really friends. Like, let's face it. to bring like gifts and chocolates and sweets and just books and all of these things. Like, I couldn't believe it. I have flowers as well. I've got like little parcels and stuff to open as well today, because I didn't open them last night because I was so tired. Ryan, I was so nervous meeting you. Why would you be nervous? I could tell, because people were like, I'm so scared. I'm like, why are you nervous? Don't be nervous, because I'm really nervous on the inside. Thankfully, I've got this like button where like I can turn my nerves. I can go introverted, which I do before the gig, and like you can't talk to me, no one can talk to me. And then I somehow am able to like switch it over to the over talking side of myself. So like I've somehow managed to be able to do that. But it leaves me going, why are we talking, Janet? Shh, stop over talking. Why? Stop it. Also, I didn't mention it online and stuff because everyone's been like, I think, noticing that I was really quiet online this week, and it was work related in the sense that it was just so much work today. But like I had an actual panic attack on Tuesday. So Monday was intense rehearsals. I couldn't really do any social media. Sunday I was rehearsing as well. But yeah, Monday I was fine. Tuesday I freaked out because I ended up having I had just all of these overwhelming feelings of just like, oh my god. So yeah, I ended up having a panic attack for the first time in forever, and they are scary. Just thought I'd drop in a weekend on mental health here in the stream. So I felt bad because I was like, I'm not posting on the socials, on the media, I'm talking to people, but I can't. So I just did that, and then talked to my family and stuff. So it was fine in the end up. Everything was fine. But it's really funny, not funny, but funny. When I have panic attacks, I get really cold afterwards. I don't know if anyone's ever had that, where like it'll just be nuts, and then I'll come out of it, and then I'm like, my hands are shaking. Obviously, we get that, but I'm freezing, and I'm like, I don't want to eat anything, but I make myself eat anything because I assume my sugar levels would have dropped or something. So like, I had soup and loads of bread, and was like, life's okay, everything's okay. Do 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 do. So I'm reading the comments now. Oh yeah, you have to keep your hands warm. Oh. You have a P.O. box, Janet? Someone in the comments here might share the address to send it to. It gets sent to my management / record labels headquarters, and then I am always there like a lot, so I'd like pick things up, and I don't know what to do about it. Don't have to send me anything though, please understand this. Introverted, yes, Janet is definitely introverted, but yeah. The thing is, like, this is the internet. I'm just here and I'm just talking to my little computer, and it's fine. People forget that I am naturally introverted, even because when they meet me, I might be extroverted. But that can only last so long, because at the end of the day, I need to go and be on my own and recharge my little introverted battery. Otherwise, I will go mental. Italians love you. I love Italy and I love Italians, so yes. Are you still gonna do gaming live streams? You know it. Are we ready for me to be terrible though? Because I feel like people have like a weird idea that I'm gonna be okay at it. No. Are you still single? Yeah, boy, single. I am actually. I went on a date last night, to anyone who cares about Janet's dating life. And it was actually a really good date. It started off a little bit awkward, as they do, because it's a date. But they turned out to be really nice. I was like, oh damn, this isn't gonna make a fun story to tell the internet, because they were just genuinely really cool. If Beth Fargo wants to know if she can get a custom lyric sheet, yes you can. The thing about, if you want to email info@insomniamusic.co.uk. Then they will organize something to get you a lyric sheet of your desire. If you just write down what you want, I'm sure we can arrange something and we can do it off the grid. Do you want to go on a date with a millionaire or an engineer? What? I'm not. People, I think 23 and never been on a date. Ryan, come on. You're too much of a nice guy. But if you just don't want a date, that's your choice. I made myself go on my first ever date at 20. So like, I was like, we're 20, Janet. We gotta go on a date. Let's do this. Whoa, good date. That's the first. I know, right? They were lovely. I'm just torn. There's a few things that I was like, that's people. I don't know. Anyway. What does the rest of the day hold for you? I'm going to see a speaker today. They are going to be talking about like meditation, prayer, and how it changed their life and how they're like what they do to be a good people. I'm not going to say too many details on it. So yeah, but it'll be cool. So basically, it's like a church thing. So I never really talk too much about the whole church things on here. But yeah, it's a God thing. Did they bring flowers? No. Oh my God. You're 26 and you never had one girlfriend. You're not really missing out. I think the whole like dating thing's really confusing because it's like I'm not good with middle grounds. You have to go Ryan. Oh, bye Ryan. I'm not good with middle grounds. I'm like go hard, go home type of person. So unless like I literally fall in love with you on the first date, like why would I go on a second one? So that's always my downfall. Why do you talk like Trump? Excuse me, sir. What would your perfect date be? I don't know. Do you believe in love at first sight? No. Yes, no. My mom says it's true because she like totally fell in love with my dad at first sight. Well, thanks. Everyone loves this mug. I love this mug more than I love life. It's the cutest thing. Would you ever come to Switzerland? Please get me to Switzerland. I would love to. Do you paint or draw? No, I don't anymore. I do go through weird phases of wanting to draw. But I'm just really not good at it. Like, and I don't feel like I want to keep doing it because like I'm really bad at doing things I'm bad at. Like if I'm good at something, I'll keep doing it, If I'm bad at something, I won't. So like you'll notice that in like all my hobbies and stuff. If I'm not somewhat decent when I start, I just don't. I am not depressed, Janet 5 minutes later. I love this mug more than my life. I'm I just love this mug. It's not that my life's not good. It's just this mug is glorious. Thank you for covering them. It was breathtaking to hear, and that's just what I needed after Chester's death. Thank you so much for listening to it. I really appreciate it. Janet, I have to say a huge thank you for being and for your endless enthusiasm and your passion for your music. It's incredibly inspiring. You're good at it. Never stop. Thank you. Do you play sport? I don't do team sport because I'm not really good at team sports because I when people yell at me and try and think it's productive, like I don't know, and like the whole idea that you sucking affects other people, don't like it. So my sports were always solo sports. So like I did the 200 meters, the 400 meters, long jump. I did and cross country running. So yeah. Also the 3,500 meters. So I did a bit of long distance in there too. I just had a flashback to that comic that someone sent in that was uh, was this was it Mark I think sent it, which was is the cake vegan? Animals aren't property. Yeah, it's vegan as frick. Why you always live? I got no life outside of this. Wii sports. Wii tennis, man. I like to hit up some tennis at the weekends. It was Scott, not me. But I did lol. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was Scott or you, Mark. Because you send me funny things. Some really good memes that I keep getting good God memes as well, which is amazing. I love that. Scott's biscuits are right over there actually. I normally don't allow food in my room, but I'll allow biscuits. I guess I have no life because I'm watching. No, you have a life. Do you still live in Ireland? No, this is my London bedroom. Dab on them haters. Oh my god. We do not bring YouTube controversy to the Janet Davlin side of the internet. Good morning from Sweden. Good morning, Thomas. Why am I awake watching YouTube at 5 a.m.? I don't know, but you are WWE videos, which I appreciate. So how's your view on religion changed? I still don't really like organized religion. Not a fan. I think a lot of it's dark. I think a lot of the misunderstood teachings and stuff, people use religion to justify their terrible opinions. And I don't like it. Like, people there's just some dark stuff and I don't like it. I like religion in the sense of what it can give people, that sense of community, that sense of purpose, and fulfilling their spiritual desires and wants. I get that. I just don't like the dark side of it. So still on the same page. How do you come up with your music lyrics? Sometimes I have a life, and I like to write songs about that life. That's basically it. Yeah, it's like a scapegoat thing. It's like I have a terrible opinion on this thing, but hey, I'm gonna misquote this bit of a book and use it to justify my terrible opinion. Don't like that. Don't like it at all. Morning, sunshine. Good morning, Jake. Good morning, Don. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, everyone who's joining. Julia, I love you too. Will you ever come to the USA? I want to come back to the USA. I was there a couple of weeks ago. I want to just like hire a car and just drive from one end of America to the next. Very nice. Thank you, Janet. May you be blessed. Thank you, Tom. Jan's always going to come to the US. Just someone book me out there and then I come and I play. Also, I love this spot. Why are you here on my face? It's not even a spot. It's just a mark on my skin that needs to sort its life out. Good morning from Dean and Paul. Hey guys! I hope you're having a lovely wee Saturday together. Road trip across America. Yes! I know, right? How cool would that vlog be? The black lamp. The black lamp doesn't even work, actually. It's kind of broken. My room's a mess. I've still got a suitcase from my trip to the States. There's so many things I need to do this weekend in regards to personal life. I need to buy more hangers, hang my stuff up, do 4 washes. And just here I am not doing any of these things, and I did not even get up early. I just slept in today. I didn't get up till 9, so. We'll realize belong in Nashville after the stage show. You also remind me of Kate Bush. Wow, that's a huge compliment. Thank you so much. Um, I've never been on a date, never had a girlfriend before. Only do it when you're ready, man. I feel like people have this weird societal pressure that if they don't reach a certain age and they haven't done a certain thing, that it's like, oh my god, I'm weird. When really, like, you got the whole of your life to do all these things. Like, life's pretty long and there's a lot of time, and you don't need to feel pressured to do any of those things. And you shouldn't feel pressured. If you're okay in your own skin, then that's all that matters. If you're comfortable with yourself, then you shouldn't be bothered about it. But if you are bothered about it, well, there's a few things you can do about it. I don't know. Look into it. Maybe join a club to get a hobby, and then you've got a mutual interest with someone already. Hey John, it's the 7 or 8 years and I'm still voting. The sun will come out tomorrow. Living for yourself is the best thing you can do to improve your life. Exactly. But the problem is with relationships and stuff. Like, I don't like that term. You gotta love yourself before you can love another human being. I don't like it because some people will never naturally love themselves, but they still deserve love. I don't like when people say that, but I do believe you have to be okay in your own company. Like, if you're not good at being on your own, then you're in bad company. And so you gotta make yourself better company. You just gotta be okay with being. And then relationships will happen, I think, naturally. Because if you are someone who's not okay on your own, then you're just going to get yourself into this relationship, which means that you are like codependent and dependent upon a person, which is never good because they won't like it, you won't like it. You'll need things which you wouldn't need if you were okay with yourself. So it makes life easier to be easy with yourself. We are who we are. You look like the brave character. Thanks. Hi, Janet. How's your morning going so far? It's good. I've had 2 cups of coffee, as you probably can tell. You're ever going to perform in Iceland? If Iceland will have me, I'd love to go to Iceland. Please. Have a good day, Kaz. Waffles or pancakes? Oh damn! I don't know. I quite like. I like pancakes. I live beside a highway. I live beside a busy road. Yeah. I'm actually looking into possibly next year moving into the city a little more. Because I live on like the outskirts of London at the minute. Which is nice. Like, I'm really near central, but not central. So I want to move possibly closer in because I feel like I'm in like a cushy, comfortable place where it's like I shouldn't be here. I'm 22. I should be nearer the buzz, the happening, and all the rest of it. So I'm gonna like look into like moving closer to the city. Yeah. She answers whatever question she wants. What? South Africa. Hey, Matthew. Do you like dogs? Yes. Yes. Sunday here is Waffle Sunday. When I find my soulmate, I'll make them for them. Waffles, pancakes. It was incredible. Oh my god, that's amazing. I want to get me a soulmate who wants to make me waffles, man. That's goals. Ever visited Plymouth? Yeah, I've done a gig there. Would you ever consider covering Kate Bush? She's got a big vocal range. I don't know if I have it in me, to be honest. Ever been to Melbourne, Australia? It's like a 10-minute drive from where you are, I think. Yeah. London to Melbourne? Really easy. You need to come to New Zealand. Yes, please. I'd love to. I think today I'm going to read at some point. I'm actually going to read. and I realized I need to do that more. I used to have a period of my life where I used to be able to read a lot because I was travel a lot on my own, and now I just don't have that anymore. So I need to I don't know, put that back in my life is what I'm saying. Paul says show us your mustache tattoo. This always gets confused for a mustache. Pancakes. I like waffles, so opposites attract. Reading is amazing, yeah. So I don't really watch TV. Kill yourself. I love how you're an attention person. Like, there, have some attention. Now go away. Yeah, I don't really watch that much TV. I'm watching Game of Thrones at the minute. That's about it. I haven't watched this week's episode, so please don't spoil it. I have a few ideas of what's going on in Game of Thrones anyway. But that's about it. I don't watch telly, so I need to just fill my time reading books. But I find myself reading random articles online. But I need to just like look at paper. How much wicked would man check if I would man get chocolate? Oh, I hope. Oh, you have a favorite YouTuber? Do I? Who do I love? I love Mike Falzone, but he doesn't post as much videos as I want him to post. I think he's so great. If you've never watched Mike Falzone, you should watch Mike Falzone. He has had lots of like little other projects and stuff running, but I never really got involved, which I feel bad about. I'm just really bad at keeping up to date with my YouTube stuff. But I do love Jenna and Julian, and I do love a few other little ones. I mean, you can have a look at who I'm subscribed to and stuff. That's probably the best thing to do. Spoiler, winter's coming. I thought winter was there. Are you going to make a gaming channel? I am. I've got a Twitch set up. I'm ready to go. I just need to get my camera today. I need to go into town and pick up my camera and start setting up my live stream. So I'll be playing games and being really terrible at them because I am. I feel bad, like, because I want to be better, but. I love Mike. I loved his walking rants, but he doesn't really do them anymore. I know. I mean, he's doing these segments at the minute where he's like giving advice to people, which I really appreciate. I really like it. But I want Mike to make more content. Mike, make more content. How do you keep your hair so organized yet chaotic? Ireland is my city. I hate it so much. I don't know. I've started using something actually that might help my curly haired friends. One's that. Oh, my leg is injured and I keep forgetting. It's not too bad today actually. But Janet, that doesn't mean go for a run. So I can't run at the minute, by the way. I've really injured my leg. Like I'm hobbling. I'm like an old lady. Alright. So to anyone who is a curly haired friend and wants to get bigger curls. So first of all, at the start of this year, you'll notice my hair is being so different from last year, and it's because I cut it and then let it grow back. So since it's grown back, it's been bigger and like better. But this is amazing. This is volumizing dry shampoo by Superdrug, and I highly recommend it. Because I've stopped washing my hair as much. I wash my hair maybe once every 5 days or something now, instead of like every other day like I used to. Sometimes just basically I let my hair like try not to wash it for as long as I possibly can. This is great because it's cruelty free as well to anyone who cares about that. But yeah, it's really good. So if you have a really important thing, what I advise doing is just washing your hair, giving it a blow dry, whacking some of this in, back on it with your hands, and whack some more in, and boo. Yeah, really good. That's like, I never ever had a hair care routine before. That's as close to hair care as we go. Straighten your hair, it looks like crap. It looks worse with straight hair. I have a wee round face. Morning, Janet. So nice seeing you again the other day. Thanks for being awesome as always. Pete, thank you so much for coming down. It was so nice to see you. I'm so glad and excited for you. I hope you're studying in movies, not media. It goes really well. What advice would you give your younger self? You're gorgeous inside now, by the way. Thank you, lovely. Advice I'd give my younger self would be, I'd want to set my younger self down, right? And just be like, what are you doing? And ask her why she's so uncomfortable with herself. Like, I don't really, get on with myself all of the time. Like, I'm okay, but I occupy my time, so I don't really think about sometimes the uncomfortability with self. But I would want to know why she's just so set on being unhappy. Like, when I look back at my teenage years and stuff, I was quite sad a lot, and I want to know why she just didn't work hard. Because it started this year, and 2 years ago really was when I went, right, you know what, we're gonna take this little miniature journey on not being a douchebag to ourselves, cut out all of these horrible, possibly harmful behaviors that we are participating in. We're going to stop it. Be that cut off certain people that I like people I loved for years. I had to cut out of my life because I realized that they were not good for me. I had to, which hurt. It hurt, you know. I had to reevaluate my hobbies, my interests, what websites I was on, how long I was. I don't know. I just basically had to change my whole life 2 years ago, and it was a big deal. And then at the start of this year, I wanted to get even better at that. So I wanted to do more on comfortability with self and loving myself and allowing myself to be happy. And this is the happiest I've ever been this year. And it's been insane. And it's been amazing. And I don't know what I've done to deserve it. But we all deserve to be happy. We are human beings and we deserve it. So, yeah. I would probably just ask the younger me just to jump on that bandwagon quicker, you know? That would be it. Yeah. Just come on, Janet. Love yourself. Homeschooled all my life, now I'm going to a public school. I wish you all the best. I hope it goes well. That must be actually quite scary. I can imagine. I'm going to start trying to get you to shave one side of your head. Absolutely not. Because then I feel like I'm a walking stereotype. You deserve it, but I gotta go. Love your face. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much, Cody. I hope you have a lovely weekend too. You are on the two people who I actually watch vlogs where only talking happens, just because it's so good / fun / happy, and we actually talk with you. Oh wow, thank you, Rick. I'm so glad. Are you Celtic? Yes, I am. Life is so confusing for most functional adults, let alone confused teenagers who don't really know much about life yet. You're an inspiration to meet someone else. Thank you, Mark. I think that's what bugs me about adults, actually, is that when they get annoyed about teenagers, they're like, oh, it's not a big deal. Why are you over-exaggerating? Why are you overreacting? Blah, blah, blah. But I think adults forget that when you are 17 or whatever, that's the first thing. You've never experienced that heartbreak. You've never experienced that girl being mean to you. You've never had these experiences in your life before. You've nothing to relate it to, feelings wise. So everything is very confusing because you've never actually had to deal with those kind of things. So as an adult, when these kind of things happen, a bad relationship, a bad communication with someone, you can brush it up because you're like, well, we did that before with that situation, it's fine. Whereas as a teenager, you've never had that, and it's very scary, very terrifying. Everything feels like the end of the world when it goes wrong, because to you it is the end of the world because you've never felt that before. So when adults are like, oh, you're just overreacting, you're like, nah, dude, you're forgetting that I'm a fresh human, fresh out of the oven, never felt this before. And I had to remind myself that in my normal life actually, because I have definitely not experienced this. Like, there's a lot of things that I wasn't able to experience from working so hard and being had a very weird teenage life. So when I try and have a normal people life, there's a lot of things that other people are very further progressed in, like socializing. It's not really that far into that world just yet because I spent 4 years not being social, not going out at weekends, and not seeing people, not hanging out with people, not having friends in the same country. All these things I'm very underdeveloped in. And I'm okay with that. Like, so things will happen and I will freak out and I don't know how to react. But that's where I'm on the same level as a teenager sometimes. So like that's why I understand when teens are like, everything's so weird, because I'm like, yeah, I do the same. Hey again, Ryan. So I feel you. Um, do you drink alcohol? No, I don't, which is uh, amazing. I love not drinking booze. Actually, it's really bizarre. I don't. Yeah, I don't need alcohol. But the problem is like sometimes I am envious of people who drink, because there are a lot of situations where I'm like, oh my god, this would be so much easier if I had a social lubricant like everybody else. But I don't have a social lubricant, so I have to just deal with it. So for me, I have to be one of those people who feel things all of the time. It's pretty boring. Are you vegetarian? I'm actually vegan. What inspired me to make that choice? Um, what inspired me? I would have went vegetarian, but for me, I knew too much about the dairy industry and stuff for me to be like, if I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna do all of it. Um, so yeah, again, I'm a go hard or go home type person, so I had to go hard. So I was like, I'm vegan. Not even a beer. No, I have not even had a sip of alcohol in over 2 years. Which a lot of people freak out about, which I understand, but it's really changed for me, because I feel like if you're like me and you're like a little bit of a I don't know, like, I'm not an emotional person. I'm just a very sensitive person, I suppose. Um, I just think trying not having alcohol really, really changed everything. It makes some certain situations really painful and weird, but it makes a lot of things so much easier. Like, you don't get like emotional hangovers. I felt like my hangovers were mostly emotional. It was just me. Like, I could have had like a normal night out, but if I forgot anything between that night out, I would be like, oh my god, I did this horrible thing. What did I say? I can't remember. Turns out that happens even when you don't drink, by the way. I go out night out now and like I still forget, like, between this time and this time I'm like, what did I say? But you lose the weird guilt feeling that sometimes comes with a night out. Which guilt just doesn't sit well with me. Even if I've done nothing, I always felt guilty as a kid, even for just existing. Which is high honesty are here. Like, that's true. I always just felt really guilty for existing. So when I realized that, I basically cut out all these behaviors that would possibly make me feel guilty. Really good idea. Figure out what your like emotional like kryptonite is. Mine's is guilt. So I just completely cut it out, and oh my god, it just changed my life. It really, really did. I have so many life goals I want to achieve. Yeah, like, no, I don't smoke cannabis. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't even eat any animal byproducts or anything like that. I'm very weird like that. Unexpected child. uh, It's the Irish gene to be drunk. I'm Irish. I find myself drinking a lot. It never ends well, so I myself haven't drank in a while. Good choice not to drink. I think so. I think it's my personality. Go hard, go home. Any tips for singing to a crowd? I'm soon, and I've got lots of compliments before. I've, um, but I've never done it to a crowd for active session. God, my confidence anyway. Oh man, um, I think with the whole everyone wants a quick fix when it comes to performing, and do you have any advice that will help me? Um, there really isn't anything I can say. I think it's one of those things where practice won't make perfect, but it will make it easier. Because once you've done it once or twice, you'll have something to be a bit more like, well, we did it the last time. And the early days of performing, I always find it weird in the sense of like, oh, when I get this feeling, does that mean that my voice is going to be bad? Blah blah blah. I think work on when performing. I think the biggest thing for me is I learned how to not I had to do like exercises with my hands to like have control over my hands so that I didn't shake. Which sounds really weird, but I took a lot of practice, and I now when I perform, even though I'm scared, I don't shake my hands, which somehow makes the rest of me not feel so nervous. Because I found that like when I was shaking, when I was tense, it obviously gets into your voice. Then your voice sounds nervous. Then the audience is nervous. Everyone's nervous. So even like the other night in London, people were like, "Oh, but you seemed fine," and I'm like, "It's all in the hands." Because if I like was taking a sip of my water and I was shaking, it would all feel weird. Being a vegan also minimizes your carbon footprint. It does. I have to, yeah, as a vegan, I'm really good most days at getting lots of good food in me. But I'll be hand on heart honest, like especially this week, it made me realize that like when things get a bit more hectic, I need to take certain steps into making sure that I am getting everything nutritionally that I need. But most humans do that. Like it's not just vegans; it's just as a human being, we lack in certain things, but we don't realize it. Because like this time last year, I was a little skeleton. Because I was doing exactly what I did, the past couple of days, where it's like I forgot to think about what I was putting inside myself. So I ended up having to get some shakes, some like it's so crap, like protein shakes, essentially, because I have that weird fear because the society tells me that I'm going to be nutritionally deficient in everything because of being a vegan, even though all of my levels have just like doubled. My health like so much better. But I did get a protein shake thing, which I'll keep you guys updated on. Anyone who is vegan, it's like it's a female active vegan protein shake, so it's supposed to be for peoples like myself who are active little vegan women. And I'll let you know how it goes, and if it's very helpful and makes a difference, I'll let you know. We'll see. Favorite holiday? I've only really been on like 4 holidays really in my life, and I went to Long Island lately, and it was the best. It's the best experience of my life. Um, Trying to read the comments. Are you from Northern Ireland? Yes. Missing meat? No, actually. Do you know what? You go through this phase at the start where you're so used to meat and like putting it in your meals and what you're used to and things like that. But as soon as you go a couple months in, your taste buds naturally change, and they rejuvenate, and you just stop craving it. You stop wanting the meat replacement stuff. You just, yeah, you don't want it anymore, and then your taste buds totally change. Like I don't want junk food anymore. I don't want sweets. I just want like good food, which is a weird new thing to me. Never thought that would be me. Which I'm excited about. But not because I'm depriving myself of them, but because my body wants like good healthy food a lot, and it's really really made a difference. Totally different from my diet last year. Mental. But all good. It's been a really good choice for me, but like I know it's not for everybody. I absolutely know it's not for everybody, and I never push on anyone, and that's why I never really talk about like the the ethical side of veganism. I only talk about the physical side of veganism because I don't want to make people feel bad. I hate that. I haven't drank soda / soft drinks and I never crave it. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. You just, your taste buds go. Like, I had Diet Coke last night and it was weird because I don't drink that kind of stuff anymore. Or Diet Coke or some sort of like diet beverage, and it was weird because I don't like have fizzy drinks anymore. It weirds me out because all I want is water and coffee. Coffee, well, you're never taking coffee away from me. I love it too much. It's my life. It's my holy grail. Sprite is just spicy water. Why are you doing this to me? You know, your question mark tattoo is really perturbating. I'm gonna guess that word. Because every time I say it, I always tell myself, what? Sorry. Every time I go on dates and stuff, like, people always go, what's that? And I'm like, oh. Someone called me childish for it once, so I was like, it's not childish, it's my tour. Tea, I never got into tea because I never liked milk. So when people would give me tea, I was like, it's got milk in it. I'm allergic. Are you taking antidepressants? No, because I'm not depressed. Ever coming to Holland? It's just like Ireland. # never saw it. I'd love to come back to Holland. I've actually been before. Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to do a gig there. What is your favourite animal? Ooh, wow. That's a big question. I love animals. I love them all. I bloody love horses. Absolutely love horses. As a kid, I wanted to be a professional horse rider. Of some sort. I just wanted a job to do with horses because I love them. But my favourite, I think, it depends what I mean. I think when people say what's your spirit animal and stuff, I'm always like, I think it's a bunny rabbit. And I've had people say this as well before. They're like, you're like a bunny. Because sometimes, like, you'll see a bunny, they're hopping along, they look like they're having a really fun time. They go super fast. And you're like, oh, wow, amazing. And you pick up a bunny or you pet the bunny and they're like, ah. they just like freak out. Very easily scared. But bunny rabbits, thing that makes me like a bunny rabbit is like, once you like get to know me and we're chill, like, you can totally like, I become so okay with everything. Like, I don't mind you. You're my friend. Life's okay. I trust you. So I definitely think my spirit animal is a bunny rabbit. Yeah. So everyone always goes for like these like really cool things. They're like, oh, my spirit animal is a lion, a tiger, and like, bunny. Are you embarrassed of your time on X Factor? You kind of raised those videos. No, because I don't believe in regret. Why regret the past? You can't. It's pointless. Wasted emotion. I managed to meet lots of really, really cool people out of that show. I managed to have some amazing followers and not friends. Like, no. Why would I regret it? That's stupid. That's stupid. Is stupid. And yeah, I'm well aware that my voice is not good. A lot of it was the hype. Don't know why people bought into it, but I don't care because life is too short to care about things that we would do differently. Like, I wouldn't do it differently because like, I'm here. I've got to have so many cool experiences because of it. So, no. How is your hair so awesome? It's the source of all my powers. Why would you regret it? I don't regret it. That's the point. There's no point in regret. It's a wasted emotion because it gets you nowhere. What's the best places to visit in Ireland? Any favourite spots or hidden beaches? Beaches, don't know if I would go to Ireland for the beaches. It's very, very windy on an Irish coast. Um, I wouldn't advise that. There's lots of cool places. Like, I mean, locally, I always forgot, like, when I go home, that I live near a cool place called the Sperm Mountains, and you can climb up like mountains, and you can get to see like the like just Irish countryside if you're into that. I love. There's a few places, so I love Sligo. Love Sligo. I love Galway. Kilkenny's cool. Love it. Where else? Yeah, Limerick's good. The Ring of Kerry's beautiful. I have really weird memories of it as a kid. I don't really remember it as I need to go back as an adult. Like, there's just so many good places. If you're going to Ireland, I recommend just renting a car and just driving around. It's not a big country. You can get from most places really quickly. So yeah. How tall are you? I am 5'7". Oh, there's like this place called Ross's Point in Sligo, which I'd highly recommend going to as well. Really good. Worthing Beach. Worthing Beach was actually really lovely, not gonna lie. Are you religious? If so, to what degree? I do go to church. Um, I'm more spiritual though than I am religious. I've been to Shannon, but only the airport. Shannon's nice. Shannon's nice. What's your favourite childhood memory? I don't know. I actually had a really lovely childhood. I have lots of nice memories. I'm one of those people though that like, I don't know. I had like cool memories of just like my babysitters, like letting us listen to cool music and like playing games outside. I hope your leg is better soon. I need to get back and running. Thank you. It's really sore. I did a photo shoot the other day. I'm not going to say too much, but I basically um, was in a compromised position, um, and it was so difficult because I didn't want to complain. I was like, I did this to myself, so I'm just going to pose, and you have to look real nice and like totally chill. Like this isn't really sore. Whilst doing weird physical activities and stuff. And I was in so much pain. So much pain, but it's getting better, I think, because I'm not on it. I'm jealous of my childhood suck. I'm so sorry to hear that, Leo. I mean, there are definite parts of my childhood that I just don't think about because, like most people, things happened that I just don't want to remember. So I forgave certain people. I threw a lot of things up to the universe to make it okay, and I found that worked for me. So now when I think of my childhood, I only think of the good times. I woke up to so many text messages when I need to like do live stuff today, like call people. I really hate phone calls is what I learned the other day. Like, I really do good. How many times do you Google yourself per day? Because I would if I ever became a celeb. I never Google myself. Stop. I don't Google myself because I don't think there'd be anything that I'd be like, ooh, that's interesting. Also, I'm wearing my pajamas from the airplane. Just on a random note, I just realised because I've seen the red tag. There's a lot of cute pictures if you Google. It's funny, right? Google. The only time I Google myself, right, is if I need something. So if I am like talking to someone, they're like, "Oh, let me see a photo of your dog." I'm like, I don't keep those on my phone, and I'll like really slyly be like, Janet Devlin dog. Save them to my phone and be like, yeah, there's that photo of my dog. That's my guilt. There's my guilt. That's my shame moment. That is my shame moment. My friend was Googling your network. He's convinced you're rich. I love those websites. We joke about those all the time. Um, my brother sent me my net worth one day, right? So there was a website that said I was worth £500,000. What? He texted me saying, "Hey, any chance of a loan?" And I screenshotted my current bank account at that time, and I was like, I think it was like 57p in my bank account, and I screenshotted it and goes, "How much do you want?" Like, I could not believe when I seen those kind of things, and it was like from like 2014. I think what they do with those kind of things is like they miscalculate like how much money you earn from like, oh, you'll earn X amount from doing a tour. It's like you haven't calculated musicians, travel fees, hotels, people's wages, all of these things that like to do a tour, like you have to hopefully break even. So they just like those websites like look at only the profit, but it's not profit unless you've like covered those costs. So they're all wrong. I'm so jealous of everyone with a dog. I want one so badly. My dad doesn't though. Well, there's always adulthood. Mm. 3 famous people, dead or alive, you would want to have dinner with, and why? Barack Obama, really cool. I don't know why, I just love him to pieces. Marilyn Monroe, and oh, my grandfather, who I only have like fragmented memories, and whether or not they're true, I don't know. I would just like to do that. I think my grandfather would die because he'd be like, "Oh my god, Marilyn Monroe, how did you keep your skin so smooth?" Minus this thing on my face. I always have really good skin in the sense of like no spots, always clear. Touch wood. And I honestly think it's because I don't drink. I never ever drank a lot of milk. I think the most amount of milk I would have in a week back in the day would be like a pint maybe in total for the whole week. And I honestly think that's why I've had good skin. Because when people like do things like remove dairy from their diets, you can see a lot of the before and afters, and I think that's it. So I don't really have like a skin routine or anything like that. I have like a night cream and a day cream and stuff, but I very rarely use them. And they're like cheapest chips, like £2, but they're like from like Nivea or like some type of brand that seems credible, Olay or something. You sound super Irish today. It's probably because I was talking about mum before I went to bed. Would you ever get a cat? No, because I'd feel bad because I can't look after them. Well, I'm spending my Saturday night on here, so when they ask me, what did you do at the weekend on Monday, I'll just say I sang out with Janet. Feel free, that's cool, do it. The thing I'm dreading most about going to uni is the drinking. I'm 24 now, I'm old, I can't keep up. Just, do you know what to do? Just if someone gives you a shot, just go over your shoulder and no one will know. Do you know Jacksepticeye? I have heard of Jacksepticeye. He is a big Irish YouTuber. I need to watch his videos though, because I'm really bad at watching YouTube videos, keeping up to date. Need to. Yeah, you don't need a drink when you go to uni. Like it's not a necessity. Never feel like it is. Just act drunk and no one asks questions. Are you dating? I am going on lots of dates all of the time. No, I'm not. No, I took a little break there for a while from dates. But I went on one last night. Oh, do you ever play video games? Not at the minute because I haven't been like in my house to sit down and just like play. Why don't you introduce us as friends? You are my friends. You are always alone. My housemate's gone for a while. I'm on my own right now, which I really love because I had a while there just of being surrounded by people all of the time, and I really, really wanted some Jan time. So this is my Jan time. Trying to read these comments. Oh wait, you meant you haven't introduced us to your friends. Ah. Lonely in my best time. I think I do things in my personal life which I don't really talk about. Like like the other day, it was just like things that people don't see. It's like going to church and helping old people and talking to old people, and I don't know, hanging out with like people like that. And like I do things that I just don't talk about. So I'm not always on my own. I do have socials, with people. I just like never say it because it requires a lot of explanation. Morning, good morning. I do need to go soon though because I will just have to do some work. Have you ever broken any bones? Yeah, I broke my toe. My horse did it. It's horrible. Um, See, Milo is really really nice as those are. Like I'm not a special human in that regard. I'm just a human being, and like as a human being, I'm inherently flawed. Um, when I talk to other people, like most of the days I go on are blind dates, so it's like I try to say like, oh yeah, I make music. I try not to like explain too much what I do, and everything's on a very human level, very ground level, and yeah, I don't know. I think that's a good way though because they see maybe like I don't know. Thought of weird. Are you human though? Are you a dancer? I'm totally dancer. Yum 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 yum. Are we human? Are we dancers? Will your systems be alright? Are you? You are a great musician. I don't really class myself as a musician. I say writer because it's really what I do. Do you have Instagram or Snapchat? Yes, I do. I have Instagram. It's Janet Devlin Official. And I have Snapchat, but I've deleted the app, so I need to re-download it. Oh my god. My body's broken. Oh. I've got things to... I got a really, actually, fun, exciting thing today. I get to open things from the other night because I didn't do that yesterday. I just was in the house for 5 minutes yesterday. So I'm going to open all of the things that people brought to the gig the other night and message people. So, but making music seems like a big part of you. I do. I just like don't explain it. I don't know. Maybe that's my flaw. What made you do this today? Because I didn't have a video. Because has been a busy person. These don't work, do they? No. Alright, I'm gonna go because there's so many things that I have not done. I might try and do clothes and washing and all of these things that need to be done as a human being. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I very, very, very much doubt that anyone who's watching this on playback has made it this far, but if you have, congratulations. There's a lot of random nonsense in there. Yeah, so yeah, just thank you for being amazing and for watching, and you guys are amazing. I will try my best to be on social media today. But yeah, I need to get some good rest, to be honest. And I'm gonna like go hang out with some friends today. Actually, I forgot to mention that there will be some of that because I forgot. I told someone that I would meet them and I forgot. So yeah, all right. I love you guys, and I hope you have a happy day.